Hello, everybody.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Stephen.
How's things?
Oh, it's doing well. Everything's great. I got to relax in the ocean for today.
Very good.
hmm Hi, Miss Roxy.
Hi, baby doll.
hmm Hello, Sean and Prana and Pegasus and František.
Hello.
Hello.
One more one.
Oh,
Oh,
so quiet.
oh,
We're
we're waiting
waiting
for the
for
channel.
František to channel.
Yeah. Okay.
He was out with me hanging out in the cart on the gland, and so he's out to the left. I don't know if he's still there. Open it up, see if he's there. Gato, gato, gato. Or calling the cat in.
I was imagining myself helping to clean the waters in the ocean. And I started to speak Arcturian to bless the waters. That was fun.
Hello.
Greeting.
Tristan.
Welcome. Who's this?
My name is Tristan.
Welcome, Tristan.
Welcome. Hello.
Thank you. What
Have
is
you
it
Tristan.
come
I was
have you
called?
have you come with a message or in response to a request?
There was a request, yes. I'm from Galaxy Andromeda as well as we are here perhaps to give totally different perspective than expected.
We welcome your perspective.
You appreciate. Thank you. So when it comes to doubt is your greatest weapon and at the same time your greatest weapon against yourself. Doubt about what you wish to believe be true will not let it happen. You know that much. So we encourage you to use the doubt in a positive way, and that is when you see something that you don't like be happening right at that moment, you can doubt that it will generate the same outcome for you, the same that you did not prefer before. Yeah. Mm, let's say you get bitten by an insect, and you've been used to it's always the same outcome, similar looking. It's not the same. It's always different.
Mm.
Doubt that it will generate the same outcome. Let's say itching. It's the reaction of your body that is programmed in. It's programmed in by your belly system.
Mm.
Learn to work with your belly system. It's a template to your reality. Some beliefs are subconscious, unconscious, in that sense automatic for you. Some are conscious, yes.
Mm.
Those that you are aware of do not affect you at the moment. When you're aware that you have believed that insect bite generates itching, and you stay aware of it, the itching never comes. In your body, in your bodies are generated by your belly system. It's subconscious. Even what surrounds your bodies is generated within your consciousness. And the mechanism is the belief system filter. So it's not that something outside of you. You have everything within you. You have all the power. So let's say you're hurt already. You have a pain already. And you don't prefer to have that pain. Usually, in your society, you fight the pain in different means, and Sometimes you are successful and you overcome that pain. Yes. But what has generated the pain is still there. And it will come again in different form. See, even with positive outcomes is the same way. When you hear you will miss something, you will miss it, but not forever. You will miss just one occurrence of the situation, and it will come in different form again if you allow it. Always will come in different form if you allow it. When you hold on to just one way, how it can come to you, how it must look for you to get the outcome you wish, and the outcome is the state of being always, then it won't come and you have missed it until the point you let it go. It will come again in different form. Yes. And it will generate the desired state of being. So there's a loop how your reality is created. It's a feedback loop.
Mm.
The state of being creates another state of being. The awareness of beliefs is a state of being. It's an overview. It's being outside of the universe you create, being in the template, and then you will not get affected. And to perhaps open it up even further for you.
Yes.
It's,
I have a question.
okay, go on.
When you're looking for an answer from within or without, and you're not getting the answers without, so you look within, how do you begin to trust the answer that you're given even without confirmation?
The confirmation is always within you anyway. So it gets confirmed for you when you believe that enough has happened for you to believe it was confirmed already. If you get what I say. Let's say I tell you you are beautiful, all powerful being, and you look for the confirmation, then someone else comes and tells you the same thing, and then you look for confirmation again. You will perpetuate the outcome that you do not prefer is within you by denying your choice, your own discernment there, by saying that someone else has power to confirm it for you, that someone else knows better than you, but no one else ever knows better than you what is best for you. Others just come to present it for you, to show you different ways how to look at things. You can accept it immediately when you like it, and when you don't like it, you can accept it as well, but you don't have to choose it for yourself. And what is that that you wish to get confirmed for you?
Two separate questions. Or situations, that is. The black planet in a tetrahedron, I saw 3 stars in the black planet that created the tetrahedron. I asked what did it mean to another entity, and they basically said the same thing. So I looked within myself. I said, okay, what is it? An idea came that at least that was the planet that I was visiting during my nighttime. But it's not actually black. It kind of blends in with the surroundings as if it's in stealth.
Wonderful. So you have your own answers, you have your own confirmations, but still there's something
There's
you need
just
to
so
be
many more
aware of.
questions
There's
outside of
something you
that.
should. Yes.
What is the planet? What's the name of it? Is there a population there? There's just so many other questions that come from that.
Yeah.
How many of them are hot girls or hot guys? That kind of questions.
What we perceive is infinite number of those planets
What
and
that
infinite
blends into?
versions, and the more you are open, the more it would be all right for you to agree with. But when you disagree with something, it will come again, perhaps in different form for you, and you can again agree or disagree with it. So when I tell you it's this planet, it's called Earth. It's when I tell you beings in there are different versions of you, and then when you agree with the message, it will start confirming for you automatically. But when you doubt it, you will get different version of the truth. You will get different perspective for you to decide again, to say whether you like this explanation, and you can go further and further, infinitely. And that's what you are actually doing with your reality. You always agree with what's coming, and then you disagree to create another moment. Then you disagree with everyone else. You agree to disagree and move forward because you want to move forward. You don't want to stay stuck. That is all right for you to never know. You don't have to know. And trust us, more is coming for you
Mhm.
if you are all right with it, not knowing. But when you are not all right with it, don't like the choice of not knowing, you will get more and more confused. You will see more and more contradicting truths because you want to see the right one, but there's no right one.
Hmm.
Is that all right from Tristan?
Yes. It's just a little different saying this is the answer and there is no one to back it up or to say, yes, that is the answer.
How about this is the answer right now?
That feels a little better.
All right, try that.
Yeah. That's
Just
the
a
answer
thought.
right now. Yeah.
It's what it is right now. Doesn't mean it has to be forever.
Right.
Because if
It
anything
won't.
had a conclusion, then
It
we would
won't be
end
forever.
creation.
Nothing is forever. Everything changes. So even if you agree with it right now, and you find out everything about that planet, and you even when you go there, at the same time you move away, the potentials will open up again for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is behind your horizon does not exist for you. It's just a field of possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you see, what you touch, you call real.
Yes.
Yes.
It's different going outside of that.
But everything is real, everything you can imagine, all the versions of it, even the contradicting ones, it all exist at the same time within the same multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the state of being alright with it, or not being alright with it. It will generate the outcome, the confusion or confusion. Do you accept more and more and you expand with it because you include more and more and you become more and more? Or you choose to disagree with more and more, to separate more and more, to contract more and more, become smaller and smaller, but you never disappear. There are just two directions you can go within this universe. You can contract and you can expand, and both is happening at the same time for you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But the gift is the contraction actually is expanding. Perspective.
Mm. Hmm. That's a conundrum.
The contraction lets you expand further, but in a
Absolutely, that's
different
the way to
way.
look at it.
Mm.
You will never expand the same path through the same universe. So when you contract, you can use that to your advantage as well. And from the contraction, you have more choices where to go.
It's like the rubber band effect. The more you pull, the further you go out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over. It's all feedback loop.
Well, here's the second situation. And it's not as expensive as that one, but it's still a situation. So last week, I told a friend of mine about another friend who wanted pictures done of their children, their hyper children. And as I'm speaking, this friend who's going to draw it begins to see a child. And she draws the picture. We believe it's the person I'm speaking about, child. And yet we find out this weekend that it's not that person's child.
Yes, the doubt gets confirmed always.
Mhm.
Always.
Mhm.
What you doubt, you get. You get the doubt. You get the disconfirmation, the discomfort in it. It will get confirmed.
And now I'm wondering, is it mine?
It can be. You're still looking for one right answer for you, and it won't come.
Well, it doesn't matter whether or not it is. What I just want the answer. Like a definitive yes and a definitive no.
Yes. Is that all right?
So you just turn it.
And no, is that all right?
Definitely yes, and definitely no.
Exactly.
Great guys.
There's nothing definite. Never. There's always everything present. It's always the whole. It's always complete. You cannot take away anything from it, or everything would collapse. Everything must exist because it can exist.
And may I ask, like, who this entity is? He seems to have a drunk Scottish accent. Almost makes me want to go buy a like big bottle of alcohol, get drunk, and talk to you the same way. It's addicting.
Either that or Beshar.
In this case, I don't know. I feel like just want to talk to him the same way he's talking. I love the accent. So could you please tell us who the entity is that is kind of drunk?
And you are welcome to talk in the same language.
Well,
It's a
maybe I
vibration
will.
that we are
Once I
giving
get
out.
drunk a little bit, I'll start talking like that. But what's your name, Mike?
My name is
And where you
Tristan.
come from?
I am from Andromeda galaxy.
Ah, Andromeda, huh? Like it.
Yes.
Are all the people in Andromeda speak like you?
No.
Then how come you speak like that?
It translates
You've
through
called
this
it forward.
conduit in this way.
What is it?
It just translates through this conduit in this way.
But you know,
Like
he's a Czech.
brothers to you.
He's from Czech. He has no Scottish accent at all. But it's very interesting that the Scottish accent is coming through him. So my understanding is either you were somewhere in Scotland and you were familiar with this language before, so that's why you are talking to us in this language.
I was never in Scotland.
Then how do you get this accent?
I don't have accent.
Yes, you do.
That's what I'm telling you. It's the
It's
conduit
beautiful.
that
You're
is
very
bringing
welcome.
out
You're very welcome.
the language.
Yes, we as humans, we are just being a little playful. That's our nature. We live in fun and joy, and at the moment.
That is wonderful.
Do you guys have sense of humor in your planet, in Andromeda?
In my world, yes, but the
Do you,
Andromeda is not world by itself. It's the
yeah, in your
galaxy,
galaxy?
much larger than your. There are much more beings in our galaxy than in your galaxy.
Well, do they
Beautiful.
all have humor?
There are some beings, of course, that don't have much humor.
So let me ask
But I
you, do
like
you,
humor. I
we
just
love humor.
cannot get my laughter through. It's conduit. I
Yes,
laugh at the moment.
yes, I can feel it.
R.
So have you heard of a gentleman named Tolik? He has connections with the people in Andromeda.
No,
Oh, you are not aware of a starseed named Tolik. Okay. Because
no,
I'm very familiar with the Andromeda and the message that you bring, and I realize your ships are around us, above
not
the
my
Earth.
ships. Not of our civilization.
So, how many different civilizations do you think do you guys have in Andromeda?
We explore more and more.
Are you aware that there's a huge alien ship? Not only one, maybe there's many around the ship. Are you aware
We
of
do not
that? I mean,
travel
around.
to your galaxy. We do not travel even around our galaxy. We just explore within our consciousness.
Oh,
Ah. So, what dimensions are you from? Are you in fourth, fifth dimension, or?
We are not familiar with this.
Very interesting. Have you heard of Dakota?
We live in
Where do
we
you
live
live
in
in
five
Andromeda?
dimensions,
Okay.
but one, the fifth dimension of time, is is on the same level as cannot be translated in this way. So
so are you fifth dimensional
there is no
beings or you live in
concept
five
within
dimensions at once?
there is no concept within this conduit that we can use of how
Oh,
we
okay.
perceive dimensionalities. We don't call in dimensions because there's only one in our point of
Mm.
view. Everything is one.
Mm.
All dimensions are created.
So you live
There
Can
in
is
you?
all
one dimension
dimensions.
and there is dimension of time. We talk with you by creating the time,
Let me ask you.
the relations between words, relations between sounds, relations between
Are you in
frequencies.
any physical form at this moment while you are speaking to us?
Yes,
Can you explain to us like your what you look like, your
I look,
physical appearance or features?
I look much like you, like humans.
Okay. The same size eyes,
Yes.
and
The
you have
same
hair.
height?
You know, in your world, there is a lot of variety.
Mm. Are you the same height? Like at least with under 7 feet, or even 7'5" and down? Or are you higher, like taller?
Make it simpler.
Are you
For your
taller than?
brothers, we are human. Not exactly, because we are not earthlings, but we are human-like. We are parallel versions of you.
Okay, what color skin do you have?
I have white, pale white.
Pale white. Okay, and what's your eye color? Is it blue?
It's, it's different.
Is it like human eyes or is it different?
There is not just one color. There never is.
Okay.
Not even for your eyes.
Right, but human eyes, we have, like we have a pupil and we have white around the pupil. But some aliens, they have like, the same color, one black color or different color, and their eyes are much bigger than humans. Like
They
sometimes
look
it can be,
exactly like you.
oh, so yours is exactly like ours. Okay. Now, do you have silver color hair or what kind of hair do you have? Because I'm sensing some silver.
I'm talking for myself and our
Yes.
society as well. So there is no
Okay.
generality in it.
Okay. But
I'm
what is
old.
your hair color?
My hair were brown. Now they are silver.
Okay. Um, so what do you eat in Andromeda? Or what do you eat, like in your species? Are you all vegetarians or do you eat something else?
We eat what nature gives us naturally.
Okay. Do you go and hunt animals also?
No,
So
we
just
don't
plants.
hunt anything. We don't chase for anything. It's not needed.
So
Everything
everything is
just
given to
comes to
you.
you automatically when you allow it.
Okay. What is your means of transportation? I mean, what is
We
your
walk.
transportation method?
We walk.
Oh, just like humans?
Yes.
Now, do you
We walk
glide or can you
barefoot.
fly?
We walk barefoot.
Oh, I see. So what is like, let's say, the place that you come from in Andromeda?
It's close to the center.
Do you know what is it called?
In your reality, it's not called anything.
But in your reality, what is it called?
It's not translatable. We don't use
You don't have a
language.
word for it? Have you heard of a planet called Toleka in Andromeda Galaxy?
No,
How about Ventra?
no,
How about Nicote?
no,
How about Ritol?
no.
Okay. Yeah, those are all the Andromeda's planets in Andromeda Galaxy. And what about the star system Alpha Cygni? Have you heard of it?
No.
What about
Alpha
Cygnus?
Cygni is part of your galaxy.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
We have many planets, many worlds, billions,
Okay.
hundreds of billions, different worlds that we perceive, that we know of within our galaxy. But there are new coming for us to know of.
How old are you? You sound very young to me
300,
for some reason.
300 in your years,
300 in my years, in our years. But how long
approximately.
do you normally live?
It's not the same. It's just similarity in
How long?
experience.
Okay. How long do you normally live? Your lifespan in your planet? 900 years? 1200 years?
We cannot generalize this. Some choose to die early, some choose to live much longer.
So is there choice?
It's always choice.
So let's say, like, for example, if you wanted to die tomorrow, you could choose your death tomorrow.
You cannot choose to die tomorrow, but you can choose to die now.
Okay. Why not tomorrow?
Because tomorrow never comes. When there is tomorrow, it's always today.
Okay. So if you go to tomorrow and decide that you die today, then what happens?
Then you die. Haven't you seen it within your reality? Someone jumping a cliff, dying.
Yes. But those are very far and in between. That we call suicide.
It's always suicide. It's suicide within your consciousness. You die when you feel like, when you believe that continue to live would be more painful for you than to die,
Understandable. Very
or
good point. I see what you're saying. Yes.
or less exciting.
Yes. I understand what you're saying. Roxanne, do you want to add anything to it?
Just hey diddle diddle. All we get are riddles.
So fiddle
Okay,
in the
Nitrous.
riddle while you fiddle and
Nitrous.
diddle.
Nitrous is up. Nitrous has a question. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, go ahead, Nitro.
My question is, how are your people?
Louder, we
We
can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Still
Can't hear
nothing.
you.
You're away from the microphone.
No, it's right here, the microphone.
Well, you need to turn up your microphone, or either that, or type in the question, because we can't. We like it's like a wisp.
But it's very interesting that how the entity has the Scottish accent, the pirate accent, actually. You know, the Pirates of the Caribbean and
Prada, he
the
doesn't have a pirate or Scottish accent.
yeah, it's very bizarre. That is,
He doesn't. I don't know what you're hearing.
Oh,
especially
I hear a little bit.
What?
I gotta go now.
Okay, Prana, ask the question for him.
okay. Okay, the question is: are your people intimate, and how do they show their intimacy?
No,
I'm very intimate, yes.
that's not the question.
No, hold on. I mean, that's one part. Then then I'll ask the another part.
The
So,
question is, how are your people intimate? Can they mate with human on Earth? Those
Right,
were the
right.
questions.
Yes,
They
again.
can meet with human?
Yes.
Has that ever been done before?
No. This is our first contact.
Oh, this is your first contact.
Yes.
Okay, so are there people around you that are listening to this conversation? Are they watching?
Well, we have telepathic contact at the moment with many beings
So with many beings within your
from your
society,
galaxy.
within your community, right?
Yes, we are community.
Okay. So how are they experiencing this co-creation at this moment?
They are having fun, especially the beings close to Fanda, Gira, Jo.
How did Gira come into this equation? Where is he at?
She is a facilitator.
Oh, I see, I see, I see. I see. How about the one who is making the contact? How is he experiencing this?
With me, Tristan.
Yes, your name is Tristan?
Yes.
Okay, Tristan. Yes, you.
Well,
How is your experience?
it's very unusual.
Hmm. Is it a joyous or is it like more, how do you feel?
I feel this body. I
Mhm.
feel how my thoughts are being translated.
Okay. So before you came into this body or before you made the first contact, in your civilization or in your society or in your place, wherever you are, did you have to go through a certain chamber or certain technology place or machine
No,
in order to connect to us this way?
we are what you would call indigenous culture.
Ah, I see, I see. Okay, okay. So how come even in Andromeda there's like indigenous people?
I just use the word indigenous because you know it would generate the picture,
Yes, obviously, because like
and
when we talk about indigenous,
it's
they're
just
like,
saying that we don't use technology.
right. I see, I see. So you are just telepathic.
Yes,
So then, how did
we
Gira
must go
help you?
now.
What was, sorry?
We will come again.
Okay. All right, Tristan. You are welcome anytime. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
making connection
Goodbye.
with us.
Goodbye to you all.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tristan.
goodbye,
Goodbye.
Thank
Tristan.
you.
We love you.
Goodbye.
Oh, there's nitrous now.
Oh,
Oh,
I just had to set my mic in the Hangout.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he said that.
Go ahead, baby.
So
Go ahead.
he's. So he said that they could mate with humans.
Yes.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
But
František, you back?
didn't really say how.
No, he didn't say how.
Well, they're like more,
okay.
just like humans, so it wouldn't be that different, I believe.
Well, I think you
No.
were translating it a little bit more literally than he was actually inferring.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Very
Meet,
much
meet
so.
the piranha.
it didn't seem that he believes he's in all dimensions at once. I'm not sure they'll have the same physical setup as a human, like in 3D.
Can speak of something I don't know,
Mm.
but I loved his accent.
Yes, it is live.
Yes, it is live. That's funny. František, are you back?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Interesting guy there.
Were you present for that?
Yeah, that was my question too. Were you here all the
Yes.
time, Panda, or were you somewhere else?
Yes, as usual.
Oh,
Which one?
well,
Yeah, yes,
sometimes
usual. Which one? Were you here or not here? You didn't answer.
As usual, I was here. I'm always here. I'm not leaving because I enjoy it. I don't want to go
okay.
anywhere. I still feel the entity there.
Yeah, your accent is
It
still
was
coming.
quite interesting that he would never give an answer. Everything was always back to the same circle of relativity, and there was nothing definite, which is, just a perspective to always have you, the questioner, always question and never take anything into account. There was no
That
zero validation of anything. He always left it open for your interpretation.
I think that was his point exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
That's
his
what I'm
point.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
oh,
that's how Gira comes through too. I thought the way it was translated or relate to us sounds very much like Gira, but the accent was totally different, and so no wonder Gira was facilitating the whole thing, and so that's how it came through, I guess.
I got you.
Hmm.
Fanda, like one of these days you should ask those beings that, hey, I don't want to stay here. Why don't you take me to your planet? Because I want to experience it. Maybe that way you can experience their whole thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing I would ask. I don't want to be hanging out, in the darkness or like just being pushed aside. I want to be just floating in their planet, doing things, learning
Sometimes see
things.
glimpses, and I see what I need to see. It's those informations are for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not channel some more because I wanna use it and then let's see.
You said you want to channel some more?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, do you have any more questions?
What kind of questions do you want us to ask the entity? What does he want to talk about?
I don't wish to lead you anywhere. I wish to present you my perspective. That is all.
Is this Tristan again?
Yes.
Yes, this is Tristan.
Okay.
oh, much clearer.
Hmm. It's really hard to ask questions now. Simply
Tristan,
because
why don't you tell us something more about yourself or, what you observed, that kind of stuff.
I will tell
Or
you what I observe about you.
yes.
It's the polarity. It's the polarity that you. But is prominent vibration. This it is always for you going one way. We don't have it that way. We explore many at the same time. Even when we are not in our telepathic communication, or even when in our day-to-day reality, as you would say, we have day-to-day realities.
What do you do on your day-to-day reality? Give us an idea of your one day. Like, what do you do? How long do you sleep? Where do you sleep? That kind of stuff. So that as humans, we can understand you a little bit better.
Usually we sleep outside under open sky, and we sleep when we get tired, when we don't sleep like you sleep.
What do you do when you wake up?
We just rest, and we dream, and we fluidly go from dream to the day, to the waking state. We continue the dream. We still see it as a dream.
Do you live or do you have a family structure?
We have community structure. It's the big family.
How many individuals you have in your community? Like 300?
Thousands.
Thousands. So within the community, you have no set, like let's say for example, a husband and wife or a brother and sister. No setup like that. So it's like out of those thousands, you
Of
can
course,
sleep
there
with.
are brothers and there are sisters, there are fathers.
Okay. Is there multiple wives involved
We
or
don't
just only?
marry, and it's just the same with you.
Like you have one wife, that's it? You don't have like multiple wives there?
What I'm saying is we don't have single relationships. Like
Right.
we are aware of the connections coming and going
Right.
day to
So
day.
within,
It's every day different. Sometimes your wife is not there. So
so you're still
are
somebody's
you
wife?
then are you then just with your wife? You are not, because when some other woman comes, you interact with her, you
Yes,
imagine stuff.
interacting is something else, and having sexual relationship with the other woman and having a child with the other woman is completely different in our planet. But is
Why?
that okay with in your community?
Why is that so different?
It's just the system the way it is in here on the planet Earth at this moment.
No, it's not.
Okay. Yeah, it's the reality that we are in, or the reality that we are choosing to live in at this moment.
Replace the word we with I.
Exactly, with you.
I, or some of us. Okay.
Oh, you are community as well? You are just denying it? You're
No,
just
we have community,
trying
but we have one
to
wife.
pretend that you live
Maybe
in
we should
an
explain it
ideal
in a more
relationship with
different
one
text.
person, but it's never just one person. You cannot be just with one person all your life. You need others. You need other interactions. You need comparison. You need other reflections.
It's
And
understandable.
what was that?
I said it's understandable. Yes.
Yes.
So in your community, you have so out of thousands, so then it's basically like everyone can have everybody's wife, that kind of stuff. It's a share.
There are no wives. There are no
Yeah.
marriages.
Right. Okay. All right. Got it.
There are just relationships,
Right. Right.
relations,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
connections that you establish, and then you unlock and let them flow. That's how it works. Even in your reality, you will have to unlock and let go one day. Some people die because they refuse to do it, so they think they must die to break relationships. But you don't have to die.
Okay. I got an idea of what your community is like. So you share your food and everything, right?
The nature shares food. We just enjoy what nature gives us.
Is there any sort of hierarchy in your community, like the elder or the
No,
most knowledge? No?
no,
Everybody is just equal.
exactly.
Okay. It's
Even
very
in
good.
your reality, everyone is equal.
No, that's not the
Yeah,
way it's portrayed in this reality.
it's not portrayed, but it's true.
It's true, everyone is equal, but it's not portrayed that way.
Right.
Well,
Yes, that's true.
but we can begin portraying it just by beginning to dismiss the portrayal for the reality.
So you all
In
have different gifts. You all are different in a sense, but at the same time you are equal because you all have absolute free choice what to do with yourself, who to be.
Audrey, I'm sorry, what were you about to say?
oh, nothing. It's okay.
All right. Good night, Sean. Oh, Sean left.
Mhm.
Tristan, please continue on with your, like daily life. So you wake up, you spend your time. What sort of education do you have, or do you even have any education system at all?
Not the system at the sense you understand it, not
So,
indoctrination,
right, absolutely. So what kind of education system do you go through?
Experience.
sharing, and giving opportunities to see different perspectives. We share different perspectives, and we just we don't
Kristen,
take
if you don't mind me asking, I know like Gira is a facilitator. But I wonder like if Gira is with me right now because my dog, small dog, is acting really different. Could you let me know?
You're sensing that yes, but
Yeah, I think Gira is with me right now.
it's always choice for you anyway.
So since this is your first contact with us, what do you know about planet Earth? And what made you?
He left.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you know why? Because Gira, the facilitator, bailed out on him, and she is here. That's why.
I don't.
Sorry?
For some reason, I don't think he was understanding what we were talking about.
Oh, I disagree. I think he was right there with us, but attempting to expand our perspective. With each question, he was
Yes,
just pointing us to a broader perspective.
right.
That was my sense.
Absolutely. Yep, that's true.
I see.
He left, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop the recording.
Okay.